Today I'm going to be applying this UNice Wig Closure Wig. I will be sewing it on, and this is my first time, so let's get started. This is what all came with the closure wig. Look like we have a scarf, some lashes, a wig cap, and some clips. I'm going to bleach the knots, well, attempt to bleach the knots using this 40 volume developer and this bleach. Here I am applying the wig. I did braid my hair. I have 2 perimeter braids going down the side at the front. That's really small. Then I have like 4 big braids braided to the back. As you can see on the left side, I am trying to cut off that little tab. I already cut it off on the right side before applying the wig. I wanted to cut this one off on camera, but it didn't work too well. I probably should have cut it off before applying the wig. And this right here just help your closure and your lace lay flatter. Next, I will be sewing down my closure wig. This will secure it on your head if you're the type that don't like to take your hair off or don't want your wig to come off every night. This method will help secure your wig down and in place. As you can see, I'm kind of pulling some of the hair forward at the edge of the wig. I'm not going to sew on the lace. I'm sewing right on the side of the lace. And I'm going to just sew to that small perimeter braid underneath. I'm going to sew it on each side and around the back. And as you can see, the wig is pretty secured on that side. Next, I'm going to move to the other side. Now remember, when sewing on your wig, you want to make sure that your lace is in the place that you want it to be. Because once you sew it on, the lace is, that section in the middle is going to be stationed there. You can't really move it forward anymore after you sew the wig on. And now you're just going to repeat the same steps that you did to the other side, to this side. Just part a little bit of the hair to the front, and you want to sew behind it to the perimeter braid and secure this side on as well. Now that you got that side sewn down, the wig should be pretty secure, but I wanted mine to be really secure, so I am going to go ahead and sew around the back of my wig as well. So if you're like me and want your wig to be sewn all the way around, go ahead and pin up the back of your hair, and you would just sew along the back of your wig. And yes, you can sew along the back of the wig, but I realized I really didn't want it sewn right there, just in case you want to bring it up into a ponytail. So here I am pulling out just a little bit of hair at the bottom, and I'm going to sew right above it, just like I did at the front with the perimeter braids. Just pull a little layer of hair out down at the bottom and just sew right on into the braid at the back. Now that you have your wig sewn down and into place, you see my lace is pretty much laid. But I am going to be laying my lace with glue. You can do the glueless method. This is the glue I will be using. It's the UNice Luxury Absolute Lace Wig Bonding Glue. I'm going to secure mine down with glue, but you can use the glueless method as well. Your wig shouldn't move or go anywhere because you have sewn it down in place. I am applying my first layer of glue, just a thin layer. Then I'm going to use a blow dryer to dry it, just to make it tacky, and when it turns clear, then it should be in the tacky stage. But I'm going to do several layers of glue, and then I'm going to apply the lace. Okay, so next I'm going to lay my lace down. Be really careful when doing this. You don't want it to turn white. I did, but like I said, this is my first time ever applying a wig, ever sewn on a wig, so I think I did good for my first time. And I'm just going to use the comb to kind of just lay the lace down in place. Now that I got my lace laid, I'm just going to go in with the blow dryer and just dry the lace to make sure that my wig stays in place before I cut the excess lace off. And right here you can see what I mean about that little tab being on the side. One side is super flat and the other one has that little extra tab on there. So y'all be sure to cut that off before applying your wig. Now it's time to cut the excess lace off. I'm just using the scissors to split it. Then I will use this little razor to try to cut as close as I can to the lace. Okay, so now I am spraying the It's Got to Be glue spray to my lace. I seen on YouTube on somebody's videos. I'm trying to get rid of that white look. So I am spraying that on, and then I'm going to tie it down. And before I tie my elastic band around, I'm going to pull out some hair at the front to create baby hair on each side. Then I will apply the elastic band. And oh yeah, you can't forget to get that perfect melt down look. You want to take a pressing comb and kind of just press backwards on your wig to flatten it all around the part and around your edges. And then you want to apply the elastic band. This is optional. I'm using a wax stick to kind of lay down the little hairs, the wild hairs is what I would like to call it, and to give my closure wig a more flatter look. As you can see how flat that side is now that I use the wax, and I'm just going to do the same thing to the other side. Now I'm gonna cut my baby hair. I didn't want them really short. I kind of wanted just a stringy long look, so I'm not gonna cut them too short. You can cut your baby hair to your desire, to your style. Finally, I've been talking about this elastic band. I'm going to apply the elastic band around just to really melt the lace. This band was something that I just found and I cut, but a lot of wig wearers, they get that elastic band that you attach when creating a wig and tie that around. Just the compression from the elasticity is what's going to help hold down and really mold your wig and lay the lace. And now here's the moment of truth. Y'all, leave a comment down below for anything I could have done differently, any tips, any tricks, but I really think I did pretty good for the first time ever laying a lace, ever sewing on a wig. Looks really, really good to me. I mean, I'm not a professional, but after me practicing a couple times, I think I can get this down packed. Thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all like the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe.